Welcome back to Africa Science Focus, the weekly show from SciDevNet that digs into the latest science and development news from across the continent. I'm Halima Athmani. Monkeypox recently hit the headlines worldwide after outbreaks were recorded in more than 20 countries where the disease is not usually found.
Monkeypox cases continue to spread around the world.
2 patients of the infected company in Yanagwa have been discharged with a clean bill of health.
Every day we have additional cases.
And we have seen so far, none has died.
But what are the facts? What do we know about monkeypox already?
Monkeypox was first discovered in humans in 1970 in the Democratic Republic of Congo and is now endemic in more than 10 countries in Africa. An endemic disease is one that is always present in a particular area. Scientists across the continent have spent years studying the disease, and researchers in Africa raised the alarm as early as 2010 to warn that monkeypox could become a global health concern. This week on Africa Science Focus, we hear from the continent's top monkeypox researchers to find out what Africa can teach the world about the disease. Dr. Fiona Braka leads the World Health Organization's emergency operations for Africa from the Republic of Congo. She told our reporter, Michael Kaloki, that monkeypox cases have also increased in the region.
Currently, in 2022, between January and 3rd of June, our data that has been received at the WHO records more than 1,400 suspect cases cumulatively from 11 countries in the region. Among these cases, we have 45 cases that have been confirmed in 6 countries. We do expect to hear other countries reporting suspect cases, and that is a function of improved alertness, improved surveillance. So it does not implicate any country in any way. We are actually encouraging that countries raise the alert and improve on their preparedness.
Monkeypox cases have now been confirmed in Cameroon, Central African Republic, the Republic of Congo, Democratic Republic of Congo, Morocco, and Nigeria, with suspected cases reported in Liberia and Sierra Leone. Cases in humans have also been confirmed for the first time in Ghana. To find out more about how monkeypox affects people, Michael spoke with Dr. Adisola Yinka Ogunleye from the Nigeria Center for Disease Control, the NCDC.
Monkeypox is a viral disease caused by monkeypox virus, a member of a group of viruses called orthopox virus. It has symptoms in humans that are similar but not as severe as smallpox. It causes fever, headache, and pustular rash. The rash usually presents on the face, on the palm, on the sole of the feet, on the genitals, and it usually starts on the face. Some complications can be seen in these patients when the eyes are affected. There can be scarring in the eyes, which can lead to blindness. There could be severe chest infection in this patient, as well as brain infection can also result from very severe monkeypox. Not all monkeypox cases present with severe disease. Many times it presents as mild disease.
Adesola, how does it spread?
It's a zoonotic disease. That means it's usually transmitted to humans from animals. And also it can be transmitted from infected human to other humans. And this can continue. So the spread is usually when persons have direct or indirect contacts with lesions, that is maybe the rash and the content of the rash, or the body fluid or respiratory droplets from infected persons. Contaminated materials from the animal or persons can also cause an infection. The contaminated materials will include things like the clothing, the beddings, utensils, surfaces where they have touched or laid. particles from these materials, can cause infection.
In 2017, when the first new human case of monkeypox emerged in Nigeria after 40 years, Dr. Yinka Ogunleye led research as head of the NCDC's expert group on monkeypox. She's one of the world's leading researchers in the field.
So monkeypox is endemic in Africa because we see persons infected with this throughout the year. There are two clades, that is two types of this virus that are in transmission in Africa. We have the Central African and the West African clade of the virus. Now, the West African clades, fewer number of these have been seen in Africa over the years. It's seen in West Africa, particularly Nigeria, Cameroon, and all that. Cameroon as a country is unique in the sense that the two clades of this virus have been seen at different times in Cameroon. Nigeria started reporting monkeypox cases in 2017, following about 39 years of not reporting any case of the virus, and there have been continued reporting of sporadic cases and clusters of this disease since 2017.
Public health experts say there are some actions that we can all take to protect ourselves and others from the monkeypox virus. Here is Dr. Braka from the WHO again.
Would COVID-19 containment measures, that is, wearing of masks, distancing, washing of hands, be effective at containing monkeypox?
So monkeypox and COVID-19 are very different diseases. They mostly spread in different ways. Although they differ, general precautionary measures recommended against COVID-19 may also protect from monkeypox transmission. So, for instance, it's in both instances you need to ensure you wash your hands frequently. There are also precautions in large gatherings. So large gatherings may represent a conducive environment for transmission of monkeypox because it entails close and prolonged interactions among people. So as you know, also with COVID, we recommend keeping physical distance between people. So precautions in large gatherings in the case of monkeypox is also recommended. So in addition, for prevention of monkeypox transmission, it's important we avoid skin-to-skin contact with anyone who may have been exposed. It's important that, once someone is identified as a suspect case, that a health provider is contacted, especially when you see the signs around typical of monkeypox with the rash. Usually there's also a fever or feeling of discomfort or illness. It's important that it's reported promptly to a health provider and that an investigation is done. We also need to ensure that communities are actively engaged, leaders and civil society groups, to increase awareness. The involving communities is very important for control of public health disease outbreaks. So important that communities are sensitized, that we share information on how people can reduce their risk of exposure. All these are measures we need to take to prevent transmission of monkeypox.
Could monkeypox lead to global lockdowns like we have seen with COVID-19? Based on currently available evidence, what level might these outbreaks reach?
Based on what we know about the virus, we believe this outbreak is containable. All efforts should be made to stop transmission. And it's important we work together across regions. It shouldn't be seen as one region problem versus another. We don't know how early these cases were notified outside Africa. The investigations are still going on. We don't know whether there was some undetected circulation, because we are suddenly seeing many cases popping up in different locations at the same time. So the investigations will help us identify the chains of transmission. As surveillance is being enhanced, we do expect to see more suspect cases reported. It's important that these are promptly investigated, and that the necessary action is taken to manage those cases. At the moment, WHO is not recommending any restriction for travel to countries that are affected, so there's no restriction recommended. And based on the information we have available at this time, we are not recommending lockdowns. But as we know, investigations are ongoing. There's a lot of information that is being collected, and we will continue to update our guidance to countries as more is known about these outbreaks.
As we found out with COVID-19, misinformation can spread quickly. Michael asked Dr. Yinka Ogunleye about some of the monkeypox myths and claims that have been circulating on social media.
Okay, Adesola, so I also have a couple of questions for you that have been circulating on social media, and just perhaps would like a quick answer for you for these couple of questions. First one is monkeypox a sexually transmitted infection?
So monkeypox is contracted, like I mentioned earlier, by close contacts. So any form of contacts between people, any form of close contact between people can lead to infection with monkeypox outbreak. Though there have been evidence now from the current outbreak that this virus is present in semen. More research will be carried out to be able to establish monkeypox as a sexually transmitted disease.
Okay, my second question, based on information that has been circulating on the internet, on social media, does Nigeria have monkeypox labs? And that is labs where the monkeypox virus is generated.
What we know is that Nigeria has a surveillance system for monkeypox, including a public health laboratory where monkeypox diagnosis is made. I'm not aware of manufacturing or wherever monkeypox is made. Surveillance, public health surveillance and diagnosis is what is going on that we are aware of. I'm not aware of that, your question. I'm not aware of that. Thank you.
Adesola, talking about awareness, among some affected communities on the continent, there has been some stigma associated with this disease. Why is this the case, and what can be done to deal with this stigma?
Now, based on available current evidence, the ongoing outbreak is affecting multiple countries, but a group of people, of individuals, are mostly affected, though not exclusively. For instance, men who have sex with men are mostly affected in the ongoing multi-country outbreak.
For more information on monkeypox, head to the SciDevNet website. That's www.SciDev.net. And you can get in touch with the Africa Science Focus team by emailing podcast@scidev.net. Would love to hear from you. Today's show was produced by Harrison Lewis with editing by Fiona Broom and Ogechi Ekanywanu. Our reporter was Michael Kaloki. I'm Halima Athmani. Until next week, goodbye. Africa Science Focus is produced by SciDevNet and distributed in association with your local radio station.